All right, everybody. So we got us another day off here in the summer tour. 4 nights remaining at MSG. I kind of can't believe that summer tour is almost gone. You know, it just seems like it was all just starting. We were in Huntsville, or you were in Huntsville. I was here, but you know what I mean. In spirit, we were all together in Huntsville, and then on through Alpharetta and such. And now here we are at Madison Square Garden, 3 nights in. And it is really tough to say what are they going to do next. I mean, we have got some serious players still on board. Obviously, they did a run recently, though, whether if it was Mexico or MSG around New Year's Eve. Not that long ago, Dick's last year, there was a recent 4-night run that did not include a tweezer. It was kind of shocking. So I don't know if they're going to leave here. I mean, there's some big ones on the table. Okay, we got Down with Disease out of the way, but you still got Harry Hood, Bowie, Divided Sky, Slave to the Traffic Light, You Enjoy Myself, then all the Possum, Lizards. I mean, they haven't played Lizards yet this year. Starting to get a little worried. I hope we have not lost Lizards. While I'm enjoying Oblivion and The Well, I even the new one last night, the Trey and Page song, I think it's going to get better. Some of the new songs, we likely won't hear again. They didn't seem to go over well. I don't even know if the band really thought they liked them. I don't know. So we'll see. What was that, Ether Edge? I believe that was the second time we got a Hey Stranger, though, this summer earlier, as far as the newer stuff goes. And doing horrible on my picks. I think I'm like, 7 for 32 now, spread out over 6 shows. And out of the 7 I've gotten right, 3 of those were in one show. One night I went 3 for 5. I gotta get started here on the dishes. We're gonna be here all night. And I mean, I feel like there's gonna be one night where they just lay it all out there. I mean, a set that includes like David Bowie, Divided Sky, Chalk Dust Torture. It's just gonna be, there's gonna be a show, maybe reminiscent all the way back to Mexico. One of the first years they were in Mexico, they just ended the last night with just like all their great songs that they had not played in the previous couple of nights. So we'll probably get a couple of shows like we have gotten, a mixture of everything throughout their career. A couple of big jammed out songs, some Hall of Famers, some new stuff, some like new-ish stuff that's come out in the last, say, 10 years. It's weird to think of stuff that's, 5 and 6 years old now is still new. Or, last night's first set could have been, Golgi and AC/DC Bag, it doesn't get much older than that. But they're still just not pulling the trigger on the Fluffheads, Harry Hood, Divided Sky, David Bowie. Those, maybe they're like, well, if we're going to play a long 12 to 15 minute song, maybe let's make it Oblivion. Last night, Theme from the Bottom ran a bit long. Maybe not that long, but Light got a little extra treatment, which I'm always all for. Only thing would have been better if we could get like a Piper Light Piper, something like this. So, I don't even know what to expect. The opener, I know the openers and closers have all been mostly good. Now the encores, they got a little lazy, I suppose, last couple of nights on the encores. The Good Times, Bad Times, and then what was it, First Tube, Farmhouse, and then Isabella Susie. I know the encores are just icing on the cake, really. It's not the main reason we're going to shows. In fact, some people like myself even maybe start to find their way towards the car for the encore. And then, although they had stepped their game up over the last year or so, and now, we'll see. I suspect we'll get some strong encores before this run is over. Maybe even like a night where we get like a David Bowie or a Harry Hood encore or something like that. I'm still leading up to the show. I don't know if anything here. Well, I like the early second set stuff. The early set stuff, whether if it's first or second sneaking in a jam on us. Certainly approve of that. And see, they backed off on the Sci-Fi Soldiers a little bit. If we're going to get other new stuff, that stuff seems to be taking the back seat, which is okay. Fine with that, really. I'll probably get another Massive Free. Have that on? Ooh, or did they play that the first night? I can't remember. I'm like Trey last night with Llama. I thought the beginning of that theme from the bottom last night was real good. I got a little carried away, fixated on the end of it, the leading into Llama, but the beginning of that was really cool. And then we will move on to Dick's. Just which night will it be? Which night is just going to be the big explosive night where we get all kinds of Hall of Famers? You know, and will Chalk Dust be saved for like the end of the set roll, or will it be used as the proverbial jam vehicle? Gotta get a big piper. And then there's just still some other songs that aren't like guaranteed, but everybody would like to hear. Gaiuti, Esper's another one. Obviously Lizards, everybody wants to hear. I said before summer started, I don't think it's going to be a big ficus summer. And then last night they drop a Frankie Says on us. I was like, ooh, I don't know. Maybe all is not, you know, all hope might not be lost for our guy Ficus. I don't know, is Ficus a guy? I don't know, really. Oh yeah, and while I'm on the subject of guys and gals, last night when I said it was like girls' night out when they played Susie and Isabella, well, first I want to say, if you've been paying attention all summer, you know, the Sharpie fumes have kind of been a part of the deal. Last night my cat was clearly wasted on Sharpie fumes. Well, anyways, I said they played Susie and Isabella, and I was like, girls' night out, and I was like, a little bit of a creepy sniff, and someone pointed that out in the comment section, and I wanted to be like, oh, calm down, dude, that wasn't creepy. You know what I was doing. But then when I rewatched it, the timing and everything, it was a tad creepy. You know, I said girls' night out, Susie, Isabella, and I start sniffing around, you know, like I'm a former senator or something. Nah, it was a little creepy, I'll admit. So I'm glad I didn't let that guy have it. In fact, I admit it. You're right, that was a little bit creepy. So if anybody else saw that part and you're watching now, you know, it was a Sharpie thing. Like, it was gross, to be honest. I was like, oh no. I mean, so I've had some people have accused me of some things that were untrue, but I gotta say, this guy was right. Well, then another guy had a problem with my G's. I was like, man, I finally figured out the G's. This is a really good G. And then, dude was like, nah, dude, those G's are still awful. They suck. But then he left a separate comment where he was like, you know, they sound great this tour. And I was like, your mom sounds great this tour. I remember that G comment. I know who you were. I think a couple of people might have been like, whoa, what's up Zappa 20 just taking a shot at this guy for? Involving his mom. Well, oh man. Just fell like dominoes. Damn, I was doing so good too. Had a nice stack going. The stack of the century. And you know, I know the people have suggested maybe they're saving the Gamehendge songs because one night. Come on, guys. Stop it. They're never going to play Gamehendge in its entirety ever again. And if they ever did, it certainly would not be at Madison Square Garden. There's just, you know, come on. Chaos would ensue. They know that. You know that. I mean, it's been, you know, nearly a decade since we had an incident of spontaneous chomper combustion. But I assure you, if they played a Gamehendge set, there'd be piles of dust and bones everywhere. I'll tell you what, though. The chomper count would be down. Where's the dong brush? So, hate to be a buzzkill, but come on, get that out of your mind. They're not playing a Gamehendge set. Eventually, just out of nowhere, they'll play like Wilson or Possum, and you'll be like, oh, there goes the Gamehendge set. I know they played McGrupp. Some people are like, I don't know, man, they played McGrupp. It's a warning sign. Fleahound called McGrupp. Alright, we're getting down to the silverware. And if you're new to the channel and you're tuning in, yeah, I'm doing my dishes. Hey, sometimes I do my dishes and I don't even really talk Phish. Oh my god, the air conditioner's kicking on again already? Well, that's just going to add noise. You know, if dishes clanging around weren't bad enough. Thing just kicked off. Right when I started, it kicked off. And here we are 9 minutes and 50 seconds later. I'm going to put this right in the freezer. That looks like a frosted mug, right? Belongs in the freezer. Nice to see Rose made her debut. Well, it wasn't Rose's debut last night. I think she may have appeared in a Phish recap once before. But she made her summer debut, I believe. Summer of 2023. Rose being my cat. You guys are like, who the hell's Rose? I'm running out of room here. I don't know where to stack these. We got problems, man. We got real problems. It's this damn thing's messing everything up. Stupid ass lid. Bad. It's a disaster waiting to happen. There's a big gnarly knife in here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. That's not a kitchen knife. Yeah, it is. That's a kitchen knife. So, I guess that about does it. We'll get to Dick's, you know. No need to get into Dick's just yet. When they play Dick's Sporting Goods, we'll talk about that. So, I guess to summarize, I don't know what they're going to do, but one night is going to be loaded with Hall of Famers. And then the other nights, we'll probably just get a mixture of what we've been getting, you know? You know, there was a lot of hoopla over the Encores. Turned out to be a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of tomfoolery. Okay. Well, I know it's an off day, but I think I've taken up enough of your time. You guys got any predictions down below? And if you think I'm dead crazy about the Gamehendge thing, make your pitch. Tell me why. I say it's insanity. You know? Like I said, it would just be crazy. And I don't think they can handle that. Trey's like, I'm too old to be narrating this stuff. Come on, guys. You know? But hopefully we get like a Satila, a Wilson, lizard, sloth, possum. I take a possum here right now. If we leave here and we don't get a possum, I'll be alright. You won't hear me complaining. Setlistttees.com. If you guys are wondering, again. Alright, well that about does it. Got some wet hands here. Gotta touch the phone. Alright. Boom. Thank you for tuning in all summer. We're going to continue this thing, and if you're new to the channel, really appreciate the new subscribers and all the old subscribers too. Except a few of you I'm kind of sick of. No, I'm just kidding. Boom. Love you guys. We're out of here.